How are you? Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Tim, grab these packets and hand them out, please. Thank you.
Good after, excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Sinuses is acting up. So good afternoon, Chair and Vice Chair and members of the committee, and to my Senator, Senator Emmanuel Jones. My name is Commissioner Harrell, and I am the chairwoman of the Henry County Board of Commissioners, and I'm here today to speak in support of Resolution 538. I want to first thank you for taking the time to listen to this important issue. As one of the fastest growing counties in the state, opportunities to support long-term economic growth and sustainment is a critical topic for Henry County. We are proudly home to the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and the potential to boost the financial stability of the region is a mission we can all support. Revenues generated will help the county provide necessary services to accommodate the community's rapid growth. This project will create many opportunities for local vendors across a wide range of areas. Nationwide, there are 1,011 casinos or sports betting locations with an economic impact of $328.6 billion and a total of 1.8 million jobs supported. That's an average of $325 million per facility. Currently, only 4 states nationwide do not have some form of legalized sport betting or gambling, casino gambling. These include Hawaii, South Carolina, Utah, and Georgia. In total, our surrounding states have an economic impact of over $19 billion resulting from this industry. Approval of this legislation from both the General Assembly and the citizens of Georgia would significantly boost the number of visitors to the region. The project will bring many visitors to the area, which will benefit a wide array of local businesses, and it will significantly improve the region's tourism and economic revenue. This financial infusion, without increasing taxes to the citizens' daily lives, does exactly that. The project will bring good-paying jobs to the county workforce. A large percentage of county workers drive out of our county to work every day. This will allow them to have comparable wages while working closer to home and spending less time commuting. For these reasons, and those outlined in my testimony today, I urge you all to vote yes in support of SR 538. Let the voters of Georgia at least have the opportunity to decide. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you very much. I know you got a big race coming this weekend, don't you?
This weekend.
Good, good. That'll bring some economic development to your county. Okay, we have Justin Frazier. Is Justin here? Okay, come on up, introduce yourself.
Which mic?
Right there.
There we go.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Chair and committee. My name is Justin Frazier. I'm a county commissioner down in Liberty County. We call that God's country. So if any of y'all want to stop by, more than happy. So I'm here in support of SB 538, and I'll just give you a few reasons why. So I'm here to express my strong support for the development of casinos in our community. I believe that introducing well-regulated casinos can bring about numerous positive outcomes that significantly contribute to our local economy. Firstly, the establishment of casinos can serve as a catalyst for economic growth. These establishments have the potential to attract visitors from neighboring areas, leading to increased tourism and spending in local businesses. The additional revenue generated through taxes and license fees can also allocate towards essential community services, infrastructure improvements, and education programs. Moreover, the casino industry has a proven track record of creating job opportunities from hospitality and also entertainment and security. A wide range of employment opportunities becomes available, providing our community members with stable and well-paying jobs. This not only improves individual livelihoods, but also contributes to overall prosperity to our community. Furthermore, responsible gambling practice and effective regulation can address concerns about potential negative social impacts. Implementing measures to promote reasonable gambling, providing support for those affected by gambling addiction, and enforcing strict regulations will help mitigate potential issues. In conclusion, I believe that embracing the development of casinos in our community is a strategic move towards economic prosperity and job creation. I urge you to consider potential benefits carefully and support the legislation that allows for the responsible establishment of casinos, and that's the reason why I'm in support of 538. And again, I just feel like we have our opportunity just to let our citizens of the state of Georgia make that decision. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, that's everybody on the sign-up sheet, but I will, what? Do you want to speak, Dean?
I'm on the list.
Oh, okay, I thought you were bingo, but come on up. Come on up, bingo. Come on up. I saw the bingo number. I didn't see the other, but that's fine.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Been doing this a long time, and thank you for the opportunity to represent Georgia Baptist and speak on this important issue. And about my 10th year dealing with this, and Georgia Baptist certainly opposed this legislation and this constitutional amendment. 2 years ago, I was in a regulated, well, I actually wasn't in the hearing. I was on Zoom because I had COVID. But the legislation came up about legalizing recreational marijuana. And after that conversation went on for a while and discussion about it, there was at least one or more senators said, well, there's no way we could put this on a ballot because this is absolutely too dangerous to have in the state of Georgia. Well, that's the same thing we have here with expanding gambling in the state of Georgia. A couple of years ago also, Todd Jones was with us in a press conference that we did. And, you know, Todd was, Representative Jones was co-author of the mental health legislation. And he said it is intellectually dishonest to talk about the benefits of gambling without talking about the detriments. And that's the thing we have to look at, and that's why I've tried to give the data out there. Yeah, do we have gambling here? Sure. Do we want to make it worse? Do we want to put water on it, or we want to put gasoline? I mean, I'm definitely aware of that. And we constantly are, now when we get to this situation with a constitutional amendment, which if there was to ever be expansion of gambling in Georgia, it would have to be through a constitutional amendment. But we have to understand, though, that the people in the state of Georgia do not believe that you would put any constitutional amendment before the people if you didn't in some way believe it would be something that is good. Because most of us cannot remember a single time a constitutional amendment was ever voted down. So there's absolutely no way we can get to the point of saying, well, we just want the people to decide. Well, the people have decided, and they'll not be able to be as granular as you will with the facts. And Stop Predatory Gambling, Les Burnell has the data to show that we'll be outspent 250 to 1 just on the promotion of dealing with the gambling situation. We'll be outspent. So once it gets out there, it's going to be hard. And again, Professor John Kent, Professor Earl Grinnells have testified at least 3 times before Congress showing the data for every dollar you raise in tax revenue from gambling, it costs $3 to $5 in social expense back on the government and the taxpayer. So you can just see, even from an economic standpoint, while it may look real fluffy on the top, over a long period of time, from an economical standpoint, from a crime standpoint, especially when you're dealing with casinos and sex trafficking and all the issues that go with prostitution, that will all be increased. Lack of spending on necessities will be hurt, and then the addiction situation that we will have will actually grow exponentially worse, because the American Psychiatric Association labels gambling addiction the same as heroin, opioids, and cocaine. And so when we look at that, there's a potential of a 110% increase in the state of Georgia if we add more gambling, and a third of those individuals will seek to commit suicide even. I'm just saying the mental health issues are absolutely going to be worse. And so we would like to recommend that the committee not support this resolution, because you do not believe it will be best for the people of the state of Georgia, and they trust you enough to make those kinds of decisions to deal with those kinds of things. And again, we can't let money always be the ultimate reason why we do everything. I said probably 9 or 10 years, you were sitting there with me when I said, what are you going to call this, Horses for Hope? And then one day, is it going to be money from marijuana? And then I said, basically, God forbid, it's going to be pennies from prostitutes one day. Because we're seeming to say we can legalize anything, as long as we can raise money off of it. And we can't let money be the ultimate moral standard on it.
I've given you job security, haven't I?
You have. Okay, you just keep me going. No.